Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. This and Pastor Walter Martinez from the Central SDA Church, we've been filming some videos for the primary kids for the camp meeting program. Camp meeting's virtual this year, so we're doing our whole program. We, had different aspects of it, and one of the aspects that Walter and I were doing was called Nature Adventure. And so throughout this week, we've been talking about all these different animals. We talked about the mantis shrimp. We talked about the Brook River trout. We talked about armadillos. We talked about hummingbirds. Um, as we've gone through and talked about these different creatures, we've been, trying to bring out the spiritual applications for the kids. And, as I thought about it, there are a lot of spiritual applications for us as adults as well. And one of the things that was just so amazing when you're thinking about creation, you're thinking about, that God was intentional in how he created animals. One of the things that stands through is variety. There is so much variety. There are strengths and weaknesses in these different animals. Some are better at this, some are better than that. They look different. Some are very stunning. Some are very beautiful. Some are, they don't really jump out to you. So as you look at creation, you look at all these animals, you realize that God loves diversity. And so when we start thinking about us as humans, we start looking at ourselves. Yes, there's the outward thing. We all look different. Some are male, some are female, some have long hair, short hair, different colored eyes, different colored skin, all that kind of stuff. So clearly God loves diversity in terms of physical appearance, but also we're all very different in our minds, our personality, our experiences, all of that stuff. And so it's easy for us as humans, especially as Americans, to compare ourselves. And we're always comparing ourselves to other people, right? And social media sort of makes this worse. It exacerbates it because the whole purpose is to share about your life. And so it's easy to find yourself comparing yourself to others instead of accepting the fact that God has made you who you are. God has made you diverse. God has made you different, particular, peculiar, unique, whatever the word that you want to put in there. But I believe that we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. And sometimes the way that God has created us, it's for our own benefit, or maybe it's for the benefit of others. And so my my thought in all of this, the application, is that maybe we should take a step back and stop comparing ourselves with others. Um, yeah, Don, I hear that. Dealing with eating disorders can be very blah. It's frustrating. And a lot of that, it comes from the fact that we compare ourselves to others. We want to be skinny like them. We want to be more muscular like them. We want to, whatever the thing may be. And sometimes I think it's important to accept that God has made us how we are and wonder, how is God trying to use me in my uniqueness? Because there are people that we can meet that nobody else can. There are things that we can do that nobody else can do just like us. And so instead of comparing ourselves to others and wishing we were a different way, why don't we take a breath, accept how we are, and ask God, how are you trying to use me in my uniqueness? The other thing, that Walter and I talked about through these nature adventures that we were doing for the kids was the beauty in all of these animals. And today we were talking about the armadillo, and it's not something that, most people would think about when they think of beauty. It's not colorful. It's nothing spectacular, but there is beauty in its uniqueness. Once again, this is the only, animal like its kind, the only mammal that has this built-in armor. No other animal has that. And another fun fact, it can hold its breath underwater for 6 minutes. Not sure why that's there, but God obviously did it for a reason. And so, maybe as you're looking at your life, you don't know why you are peculiar or unique in these certain ways. But do you trust God? Do you believe that God is your creator? Do you believe that God has made you how you are? And are you willing to accept it? Yes, we're always trying to better ourselves. We're always trying to be better. but that doesn't mean we have to compare ourselves to others and try to be just like them. Be who God has made you to be, and I believe that you will go far, not only in your happiness, but also in ministry. That ministry that God has called all of us to, because once again, in our uniqueness, we can meet specific people where they're at. And, maybe the famous preachers, the Billy Grahams could never meet that person, but you can, because you work with them, you live beside them, you relate to them on some strange little thing in your life, some strange little experience that you've had that they have had as well. And so that's our Coronavotional number 26. I hope that you find some encouragement in that. And, compare yourself to Jesus. You'll always, find something new to progress in. But stop comparing yourself to other people. Because none of us are perfect. None of us have it all together. But we are all unique. And in God's eyes, we are all beautiful. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Thursday, and I will talk to you all later. Love ya. Bye.